Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running inside, it's Beebe. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And, man, that is not the start that he was looking for. This is a dude with a lot of hype, coming in the transfer portal at the most important spot, a lot of trust, a lot of belief in him. And this dude's good, but making a mistake early, Jesse, creating the turnover, like this is not how he drew up his first start with his new uniform.
No, David, you kind of wonder if he's just pressing a little bit because you're right. This guy got a lot of...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. I mean, anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Dumps it to the back. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Second down coming up. Trying to move them on the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Under fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Oh, better look out! Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the grab, it's Richard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Maybe some room here. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but, like, they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. And you think about guys like Quinshon Judkins and Kejuan Lacey, they always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
Here's a give to Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Upstairs, he's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Green. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Just keep slinging it. It's complete on the right side. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Beebe. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Hoover. Lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Third down play from the gun. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got a man. It's Marsh. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's shot. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 off.
Got it outside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tries to get it himself. Sneaks it in.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Green. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 14 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Longhorns, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
Going to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. The run inside. It's Beebe. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Keep it simple, stupid. The dive play. That's been in the football playbook since the beginning of time, and they just gashed him right up the middle of their defense.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for room. It's Richard. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. The quick out. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And those 2 couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Past the 50. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Running inside, it's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got him, and nobody's close. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn. He's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Using his legs, it's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Makes a grab and room to run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Quickly out to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Slings it downfield. It's caught. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. To the air, it's Hoover. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. It's a running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Hoosiers right back at him.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. And here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's unfortunate. This receiver's got real strong hands, and that's why they put this play in their playbook. They know if he goes down the field, jumps up, he's got the hands to bring it in on that play. They just couldn't get it done.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Harris. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Grab near the sticks, it's Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw it again. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And we've seen them get to the quarterback, get some sacks today, but this is the next best thing. When you're rushing the passer and you see you're not going to get home, get nice execution.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Working that left side now.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To throw, it's Levin. Zings it complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers are back on top.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Got the back over the middle. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Punt is in the air. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Rolling right and going deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They'll call a timeout with 4 seconds left in the game. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On first down, the quarterback sneak. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. What a disappointment. No good. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly